So
All
thank
right.
you, Madeline, that you took the time to join us on our interview series, Meet the Champions. And you are the Barista Champion of 2020 in Austria. And we are all very proud of you that you got that title. It was a close race, I saw in the
Thank
score
you.
sheets.
Thank you.
And well, as always in competitions.
Yeah, exactly. Well, thank you as well for inviting me for this lovely talk.
Yeah, our pleasure. So let's start with our first question. So how did
All right.
you get into specialty coffee?
Well, it was actually coincidence. I was traveling around through Romania since I was born in Romania, so I spent a little time over there, and then I just met by coincidence a guy that has a barista school. And then I talked to him and said, "Yeah, come on, let me come over and learn the basics of barista." So I went there, did my first barista course in Bucharest, and learned everything. But it started all with classic Italian coffee, and soon after that, I got to know all the other stuff that's going on in the coffee scene. So I also in Bucharest, there's a quite big specialty coffee scene, and Berlin, of course. Then I was traveling around in these two cities and got to drink here and there the first light roasts and really got to like it. And yeah, after that, slowly moving to Vienna, and here everything started. So from here, yeah, here actually began my journey with specialty coffee.
Okay, thank you for sharing this. And as we talk about competitions, of course, because you are a champion, I also want to ask that question because a lot of baristas are probably interested in what do you actually get from a coffee competition?
Well, what do you get? You get a lot of experience. You learn a lot, and well, you dig deep inside this topic of coffee. And every time, well, for me, I competed 3 times, and every time I got to learn more and more, and I improved from every time. So you learn everything about the coffee, all the varieties, the processing methods, the workflow. You learn a lot. So you learn all these micro movements and how to coordinate them. You service skills, you improve them as well, and you become really precise and your internet. And after the competition, you get the professional feedback from the judges. And this also helps quite a lot. And they tell you kindly but honestly what you did wrong, and you better believe what they are saying because they are right. And yeah, if you listen to them, you will become a better barista. So yeah, when you do it properly, you will get better without a doubt.
Yeah, it is a lot of work, as you implied. And
Exactly.
the more work you put in, the more actually you gain for your barista life out of that.
Exactly. It's not just the classic material stuff you earn or you gain. It's a lot of stuff in your head you gain. And also quite funny is that you also learn how overrated sleep actually is, because you achieve so much with when you're training and then you're competing and you barely sleep at some point and you're quite stressed, but it works. It's just fascinating how much the human body can actually do.
Yeah, I know that from
Oh
own
no.
experience.
Well, yeah, exactly. You know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Okay, so but now we have hardships in coffee, as you said, no sleep, a lot of training, a lot of hours, but there are also those coffee moments. And can you share your best coffee moment you had so far with us?
Okay. Well, obviously it was when I won the championship now, especially after it took 3 times to win it. Of course, I mean, all the hard work before took me 3 times to do it, and all there is, of course, you're sad when you it's of course you're kind of sad, but you get over it. But when you're then there up there and well you win it, then well you feel a certain relief, and it's everything was good, everything was perfect as it happened. And well, of course, that was obviously one of the best moments I had. But there are also other different events and all these things happening in the coffee scene. For example, the Barista Guild is doing all these collab and the barista camps, which are a lot of fun. You learn many things about coffee. You get to know other baristas from all around the world. You become friends. You have a lot of fun, and well, you actually learn a lot about coffee. So it's a fantastic mixture. Or one more thing was also volunteering. I did for the World Barista Championship in Boston. I was volunteering on stage. I was timekeeping and cleaning the tables for the competitors and all that stuff, and which is also fantastic experiences. And yeah, you're backstage, you get these insights on how this is organized and how much work and also trouble sometimes is behind that. And it's highly recommended. So everything included with coffee makes quite a lot of fun.
So you can't limit it to one actually moment. There are so many moments.
I can limit it, but the obvious one, of course, that I won the Barista Championship. That was definitely the top one. But before that, I had just fantastic moments with these events and barista camps and all the community things that are going on. So there is definitely the top and a few little ones before that.
So you see, actually, from volunteering in Boston at the World Barista Championship, now you get a volunteer cleaning your station in the next World Championship. That's quite cool.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. So I know both sides now. Yeah.
All right. So when we talk about coffee, everybody has a mindset already of what kind of coffee he or she likes. And there's so many preparations of coffee. There is different loads of activities for filter coffee. Then there is e-brewing, you have actually the espresso machine. Espresso machine. Have you got a personal, best coffee preparation which you enjoy most?
Well, my absolute favorite coffee preparation is the espresso.
Okay.
So it's just all I was curious about how that actually works when I had no idea about coffee, how you extract it, and all. It's always something so nice. And now that I actually know how to do it myself, but also taste-wise and the whole experience around it, that's just my favorite. Because filter coffee, I definitely drink it. It's just the preparation of it is maybe I'm a little too impatient or something, but it's just not my thing when you just pour over it and then it slowly goes down, and it's the machine and you control the machine, and I really love the preparation and the taste of espresso. That's definitely my favorite.
So you're at the helm of
I also
the
drink the
cockpit.
others. Yeah.
You're flying the coffee machine. Yes, I can see that point.
Yeah, well, some kind of yeah. So I also enjoy the others, but number one definitely is the espresso.
Okay, thank you. And in our preparation talk, I said that there will be one little question which you don't know beforehand. So now's the point in time where we get to this one.
No, I'm curious.
You're curious. Yeah, it's an easy one, actually. I think so. What was the last coffee you drank which really surprised you, which kind of kicked you out of your shoes because you didn't expect it?
Oh, okay. Let me. I mean, since it's Corona now, it's been a while with crazy.
Especially now, it's kind of interesting because sometimes it's a very unexpected coffee which just comes in, or a friend lets you taste it, and then you say, "Wow, I never had that before."
Yeah. It's been I have that one in mind. It's been already when was that? 2018, I think. So it's been a few years now, but I still remember that I never had anything like that before. It was actually at the collab from the Barista Guild in Bucharest. And there we had a little event. Somebody presented, he ordered from 90 Plus Coffee. I forgot what country it was. It was definitely some geisha and some anaerobic fermentation geisha, and never had anything like that before. And you heard of it, and you didn't really get it, and then you hear the price, and you're already, what the hell is going on?
Yeah.
So then we tried it, and well, actually, we opened the bag, and the whole coffee shop was smelling like that coffee. It was
Yeah.
just pure cocoa nibs, some crazy berries, and it just the whole coffee shop was smelling like that. Then we made the coffee, made a filter out of it. So the first bloom on it, and the smell was even more intense, and we all tried it, and we were just, what the heck? So yeah, that was definitely a memorable moment. It's been quite a while, but that was my first anaerobic coffee I had, and yeah, that was it stays in mind. Yeah.
I see that's now 2 years ago, and still it is so vividly in your mind that you
Yeah,
kind of like it just
exactly.
happened a few moments ago. Okay, Madeleine.
Exactly,
So,
exactly.
as Austrian Specialty Coffee Association of Austria, we of course wish you all the luck for the upcoming competitions. And let's see where it takes place and when it takes place, because things are not safe in Corona times. But yeah, we learn to be flexible here, and at least we can share our
Exactly.
experience.
Exactly. Yeah, let's hope for the best. I mean, we can't do much more, and yeah, let's hope it will work.
Mhm. All right. So thank you for being honest and for sharing your thoughts. It's a pleasure talking to you, Madeleine.
Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure as well.